Given it away to Kulusevski, and Spurs break, and they have a man over. This is Son Heung-min towards the edge of the penalty area, shooting low, and Matt Sells makes the save. It was comfortable because it was pretty much straight at him.
And just going mad, fuming there with that strike. Poor giveaway from Murillo. They broke quickly, 4 against 2 at one point. Got to the D area, Son, and a poor shot.
Spurs have it halfway inside Forest half, but Sarr gives it away, and Elanga moves it quickly, and then Gibbs-White moves it on left-hand side to Hudson-Odoi as Forest try and stretch Spurs. Hudson-Odoi cuts infield and shoots, but it's over the crossbar. He's claiming a deflection, but the officials disagree. It curled away, looking for Brennan Johnson. It's just stabbed away by Williams, but it comes out for Spence, edge of the penalty area, finds Solanke, who turns. His shot's blocked by Milenkovic. Comes out again for Bentancur. For Johnson, shoots across the face of goal, saved by Sells. Knocked away up in the air by Murillo, and then headed away by Aina, and then a brave header from Gibbs-White. Wins the ball, and he looks up and delivers a great ball crossfield to the left-hand side for Hudson-Odoi. He plays it inside left channel for Wood. Tries to go on the overlapping run. Wood has to wait for him. Hudson-Odoi gets it now. Spurs have got men back. Here's Elanga shooting from the edge of the box. Just dips over the crossbar. He's claiming a deflection and a corner. It's not been given. It is a goal kick. It remains 0-0. Into the feet of Spence, tackled by Nico Williams, and now Forest can break again. It's 4 against 4, and it's Gibbs-White. Nobody's closing him down, and he's putting Elanga in.
Yes!
Scores! Brilliant from Morgan Gibbs-White, and a fantastic finish from Anthony Elanga, who scores for the 3rd consecutive game. Gets his 3rd goal of the season. And it's the first time in his career that he's managed to score in 3 league games in a row. But it was all made for him by Morgan Gibbs-White. Superb break. Forest have threatened to do it throughout the game. They've caught Tottenham completely cold on that break. Gibbs-White had oceans of space to run into, did so, and then measured the perfect pass for Elanga to run onto inside right channel behind the defenders, and just poke the ball into the bottom corner past Fraser Forster. It's 1-0 to Forest, 28 minutes played at the City Ground.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the VAR now, but he's on time, sure he is. And it was a great finish from Elanga at pace, but when the ball broke, Jed Spence had the ball, a near ID actually, and he lost the ball in a bad area, and you just know what's going to happen then. Once we got turned and got free, I was saying like go.
He finds Johnson and goes for the return ball. Elliot Anderson tracking him. Kulusevski gets to it. Kulusevski near the byline, and he's held it up and laid it back to Johnson inside the penalty area, and Sells touches that over. Really good save to deny Brennan Johnson, and Tottenham palms it away and over the crossbar, and Spurs will have a corner. Another really good save from the doggy into Kulusevski, lays it off for Solanke. It's going to fall for Kulusevski again, and then in steps Murillo with the challenge, but once again it falls for the men in sky blue as Tottenham have it once more. This is Johnson down the right hand side for Spence, who's onside, and crosses, and it goes right across the 6-yard box. It just looked for a second as if that might creep in at the back post, but it has evaded that back post and goes out for a goal kick, and it remains 1-0 to Forest. And it's Kulusevski right foot, or Son, left foot, or Son right foot. It is Son who curls it wide of the target. Into the side netting it goes. For a right footer from that angle, that was difficult. He did get a lot of curl on it to hit the side netting from there. Didn't miss by much, and Matt Sells wouldn't have got anywhere near it. Sent forward by Johnson to Kulusevski, who's in a right wing position. Kulusevski tucks it back for Johnson, level with the edge of the penalty area, and he gives it back to Kulusevski. Kulusevski with the left foot shot, which he didn't get hold of at all, from 2 yards outside the box, and it goes away for a goal kick. Very quickly, the Forest subs: Morato, Awonyi, Toffolo, Ward-Prowse, Moreno, Silva, Souza, Bolly, and goal. He's surrounded by 4, but runs away from them down the right-hand side and gives it Elanga, who cushions the ball back into his path, and he's given it to Elanga again, and Elanga fires over the cross. Forster carries it away, and Gibbs-White runs onto it. Forster still on! Elanga crosses across the 6-yard box, and here's Chris Wood back beyond the back post, trying to keep it alive and recycle it.
Yeah, that was crazy. Great play from Ole Aina, and Anthony Elanga got the ball in the box, crossing the ball, just bobbled everywhere, and he wouldn't see anybody. Eventually,
Kulusevski left foot, in swinging. Sells comes and gets a good punch. Sarr volleys it from the edge of the box. It's blocked by somebody inside the penalty area, but it's fallen for Johnson.
What a save.
And Sells has made a magnificent save. Sells saves. Brennan Johnson is appealing for handball against somebody, but as he turned, Brennan Johnson, out came Sells quickly off his line, 6 yards out, and smothered the attempted shot. So got something to hold on to.
Yeah.
Here's Anderson lofting it forward towards Elanga as more fog swirls in across the City ground. Now Gibbs White, left-hand side, rolls it down the inside left channel for Anderson, who drills it across. Forster gets a hand to it, but it comes out for Elanga, who's trying to juggle it and turn and volley, but he didn't get much power on it. And it's easy for Fraser Forster this time.
Yeah, Anderson again, brilliant run, driving through the midfield area. No one chased him really, half-hearted. Here's Aina.
Often gives it to Gibbs White, who's inside left channel, 30 yards out, finds Hudson-Odoi, left-hand side into the penalty area, stabs it back for Gibbs White. He tries to float one back post for Elanga, and as Elanga fires it back across the face of goal, it's deflected away for a corner. Better response from Forest.
Great cross from Callum Hudson-Odoi to the back stick, and there was Elanga. First time cross got blocked, but they're creaking again. You can just feel that they can actually hurt us on the break, but it's ridiculous.
I mean, they should just let the corner happen, because it's going to be a penalty, isn't it? Craig Pawson's going to be watching it. He's got his shirt pulled. Milenkovic meets the header anyway, but heads it over the crossbar. He was tugging his shirt, Dragusin.
All the time. He never let him go in that period of 30 seconds.
So how's it allowed to stand? It's just... Here's Aina for Gibbs White. Look at the space as he turns halfway inside the Spurs half. Gives it to Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi cutting inside, trying to get away from Spence. Falls for Nico Williams. He hits and it breaks off a deflection for Aina, who then miskicks it. And it's out of play for a goal kick. Williams with the effort deflected towards Ola Aina. If he makes good contact with that volley, Aina, you can imagine he scored again for the second time in 2 games, but... And it's to the left of centre. Souza and Awonyi being made ready. They rolled it in down the inside left channel, and as the ball comes in,
offside.
Milenkovic gets it clear, but they're offside anyway. Forest for once were not switched on at the back. Milenkovic was furious with the players down that right side because they allowed Timo Werner in from the cute free kick, but they were offside. Problems for Spurs, but their immediate problem is that they trail Forest 1-0 and time is running out as Awonyi's trying to get on the end of this long ball into the penalty area, and might it break for him? Tight angle, fires into the side netting. He just battled his way through 3 or 4 defenders, but in the end ran out of any sort of realistic angle and hit the side netting when he finally had his shot. Left from Maddison, back to the edge of the penalty area for Kulusevski, trying to turn a shot, can't do so. Jota Silva takes it away from him and then is fouled by Jed Spence, and Jed Spence on his return to the City ground gets a second yellow card and is sent off. Jota Silva was away from him and Spence brings him down. The Reds leading 1-0 and the City ground is a sea of movement, scarves twirling everywhere, people bouncing up and down.
That's it.
And that's it. It's 4 wins in a row for Forest, who as it stands go back to 3rd in the Premier League table and close the gap indeed on 2nd place Chelsea.